Yo, people, yes, we're back again. Me and my guy CM, United Tropics, episode 16. What y'all saying? What's going on, bro?
Another week, man. Big up yourself. Big up to everybody in the chat. A lot of things going on with
Appreciate.
Man United at this moment of time. The schedule's about to get a bit mad. But yeah, overall, good feeling so far. How about you?
Man's good, bro. Man just had a light flu, just a light something.
Man, you have
You know
to
what I'm
recover
saying?
them ones.
The way the fixture congestion is right now is giving that Christmas vibes. You know, over the Christmas period, how the other fixtures usually be. It's giving you that type of vibes. You know.
Yeah, it's true. I'm not gonna lie, and always over this period, you have to look out for things. I mean, the World Cup has kind of changed things to a certain extent and
Yeah.
pushed the schedule forward a bit. Maybe made it even worse. But during the Christmas period, the fixtures usually are always like that, and then going into January when you got the FA Cup starting, you got the Europa League playoff against Barcelona that's gonna come eventually, Carabao Cup playing Charlton next up, FA Cup, Everton today, and the Premier League, of course, which a lot of things are going on in the Premier League at this moment of time.
Yo, the Premier League is a sticky one still right now, you know. Arsenal
Yeah,
having fun at the top of the table, teams dropping points left and right. We for some reason we doing our thing. We still moving, we moving in silence, and we're doing our thing. Cool, calm, collective, and we're moving up the table slightly.
yeah. Well, I don't know if you're able to touch on this one, but a few people feel like that we're being sucked into a title race. What are your thoughts on that?
You see, you know, wise guys once said, that crack prices are going down all over the world, fam. And for some reason, these crack prices might need to go back up, bro, because you see these title race things, fam. Yo, I could come June, people could clip this and I could look like a complete idiot. We wasn't a title race, and we finished probably a point behind them, a goal by goal difference or something. But brother, look at our team, fam. It's not title racing, fam. One injury and the title race is not racing, bro. You get
Yeah,
me?
yeah,
So I ain't getting caught up in this, bro. At the start of the season, I was just happy to see decent football, bro. After what we've seen for years, I was happy to see decent football. And we getting that. You get me? It's not the best in the world, but we getting decent football. So you think I will be getting caught up and sucked into a title race? Brother, I'm happy just to see good football play week in, week out. So I'm cool. I ain't got no complaints though.
yeah, yeah.
What about you on the title race thing?
Yeah, man. I think, Ten Hag summed it up perfectly in his press conference. He said, I think we're in a good position. We are there where we want to be. Still go from game to game, though. We're in many competitions. So focus from game to game in the league and don't
Game to
think too
game, huh?
far ahead. Yeah, don't think too far ahead, because if you start thinking about, we're in a title race, we could possibly win the title, we could possibly win the FA, the Europa, all of these things there, then you get dragged away. Big at yourself, King. You get dragged away from what you need to do in the current moment. So for Manchester United, just like you, bro, my aims at the start of the season were to see some development within the team, see
Mm-hmm.
if we can play more as a squad, a bit more togetherness. And we're starting to see that. We're starting to see players improve because of that,
Yeah, yeah.
because we're more of a team and they understand what they need to do on the pitch and in certain moments have a better in-game understanding. So we're seeing better performances. We're seeing our team being able to salvage wins in any situation. That 1-0 Wolves win is an example of a tough game where Wolves were tough to break down and we struggled to create but still found a way to get through. And then we had those 3-0 wins against Forest and Bournemouth on either side of that game, where we were able to use our attacking threat against some of the teams that concede a lot of goals. Bournemouth had the worst defensive record in the Premier League, and Wolves, they're a team where they struggle to score, and Nottingham Forest defensively also have their issues. Yeah, also on both ends of the floor. So we're seeing Manchester United taking advantage of opposition mistakes. I think we're much. I saw a comment somewhere yesterday saying that we're still a counter-attacking side. I think counter-attacking is still a strong part of our game in terms of turnover, and being ruthless in that regard. But also, I think we're a much better team when we're facing a low block side that are set up defensively because we move the ball quicker, um, and we're able to shift that ball from left to right, right to left, and it's not just predictable like it used to be. There's still
Mm-hmm.
improvements to be made in that regard, but I think we have improved.
I mean, the togetherness and the camaraderie you see on the pitch, bro. Even we score a goal, we just do some a bit of good defensive play. The togetherness you see on the pitch, bro, is bro, that is leaps and bounds on where it came from. These man was, bro, that's not my job, bro. You need to defend, bro. I ain't gonna come back and help you. But now
Mm.
everybody is helping each other to do their job, bro. They're actually performing like a team. It's not no individual thing no more. It's a team effort going on now. And I like that. Still, can't lie. I like it's a team effort now. The fact that people still think it's a counter attacking. Obviously, we're trying to switch to be a more possession something. But counter attacking is part of football, isn't it? It's
Yeah,
part of football.
yeah. You can never go away from what is effective in the modern game. And for Manchester United, and I think a lot of people forget in the height of our successes, Manchester United were an exceptional side on the counter attack.
Yeah.
Winning, we were never this team. You may look at Manchester Cities nowadays, for example, who look to control possession for the whole game and kind of keep it away from the opposition and tire them out and then look to score goals that way. But Manchester City were more of a Liverpool ilk side where we were electric in the press, suffocating our opposition when they had possession, winning that ball back in dangerous areas and then punishing them. So it's good to see that we're heading in that kind of trajectory.
But look at Liverpool. They're a counter attacking team. They press you to death,
Yeah.
win the ball, and they go on with it. City, City just. Let's be honest. City team is built for possession. Everybody on that team is comfortable on the ball.
Mm.
Everybody. It's not one person you give the ball there and it's like hot potato. It's not nah. They all calm, cool, and collective on the ball. They cool. So it's not like people should be thinking that United just a counter attacking team and look at City. No, we can't look at these man, bro. We need to look at ourselves, bro. We trying to build something going forward. We can compete because City, we don't want them to this and we don't want them to that. We need to do our own thing. Look at Arsenal. Bro, we laugh at Arsenal every damn year. Look at them now. I'm still laughing at them because I hope they bottle it. I hope they bottle it. Usually, for me, Arsenal, and it comes when March comes around, the end of the match, that's what Arsenal always do their funniest moments, bro. They just bottle shit,
Mm.
but probably new mentality and thing, and these men will be up for it. They ain't bottling it no more.
Yeah. Big up sleeping.
Big up next. Happy New Year, and that to you as well.
Of course, happy New Year to everybody, man. New Year 2023. Hopefully some good things come for everybody over the
Yeah,
course of
man.
this year and onwards. But yeah, in terms of that, of course, that's what makes Manchester City a great club. They're able to recruit the right players for the coach, and because they got Pep Guardiola, they knew he was going to be long term. He wanted to stay and create something, a legacy at Manchester City. So you're really at ease because you understand. Okay, we have a coach and he has a specific profile of player that he wants, and they communicate with him. That's what we need to see from Manchester United now. This ownership situation is quite interesting because we're going into the new year. And yesterday I was on another show. Shout out to Nuruddin. You
Learned
guys
yeah.
should know him. Yeah, and there's a guy, Tom the journalist, who comes on the show regularly, and he was kind of speaking about where the ownership situation is at this current moment of time. Speaking about there being people in America who are interested in delving into the sports situation. People who haven't really been involved before and they want to invest in sports,
What
but
we talking about
also
here? Purchasing or just investment that
yeah,
side?
purchasing, and then people in the Middle East as well. So uh, it, I've I kind of have a new opinion on the situation because we did hear from David Ornstein a few weeks back that a Manchester United sale could be closer than a lot of people think. But at the same time, I cannot help but have the opinion that it could take a minute Because we look at the Chelsea sale, and they were more so forced to make it happen so quickly. Whereas
Mm-hmm.
Manchester United, they don't need to rush. And there are so many different clauses that need to be negotiated in the process of the sale to make sure that whoever's coming in conducts themselves properly and treats the club the way it needs to be treated in order to become a superpower in football once again. And I don't mean superpower outside of football, inside of football, on the football pitch.
When it comes, selling this club is a sticky one, you know, because everyone knows the club makes money. So it's all down to getting people that, yeah, the club is going to make money, but you're going to have to jump out a lot of your money as well if you want to get this club back to where it used to be making money and winning.
Well, another thing, they're gonna have to spend on upwards of 2 billion extra to purchase Manchester United. When you think about having to pay off the debt that the Glazers have brought into the club and grown upon, and then everything around that in terms of either building a new stadium or expanding
I
and
think it's going
fixing
to be
Old
more than that
Trafford.
still.
Yeah, I mean the
It
women's
might
team,
it
the
might be
academy.
close to the same amount you pay to purchase a club. You have to spend just to fix it.
I if that's
So
the
think
case,
about it
that,
then.
if that were to be the case, I don't see a lot of people looking to buy Manchester United.
That's why I keep thinking that as much as I would love the Glazers to piss off and sell, but I'm more or less leaning towards it's looking like an investment something because
Oh, don't say that, man.
no,
Don't say
no, I'm just in terms of when you think about the amount of money needed
yeah, yeah.
just to purchase and then the amount to fix. It's a madness. Not
Hmm.
saying the club won't generate revenue. We would, but the money's a madness still.
Yeah. I mean, King coming in saying the club is about 2 billion overpriced, and you factor in OT, a new training ground, a ground for the
Yeah.
ladies team. It's a mess and it's long. And then the academy team as well, improving the training facility.
When
Oh,
last
yeah.
facilities got a little upgrade?
I don't know, bro. I don't know. I definitely not. It's been more than a decade. I don't
So
think the Glazers have touched anything regarding the infrastructure
so think
of
about it like this,
Carrington or
right?
anything like that.
Think about it like this, right? Let's say they're doing upgrades, right, on the facilities and that. Okay, they do it over the summer. All right. Now, if they don't finish this over the summer, we have to get somewhere else to play or to do stuff. In the meantime,
Mm.
that means we have to do what? We have to pay to
Yeah.
go somewhere else to play for the while.
Mm.
That's
You
more
saying
money.
we saying share the Etihad and
No, bro. We might as well go to the park, fam. The park, bro.
you
Yeah, go,
play
nah,
at
do, do,
Carrington. Play at
yeah,
Carrington,
bro,
man.
bro, play anywhere, bro. Play not there, fam. Not
Hey,
there,
nah,
fam.
nah,
Now,
nah.
don't go to the park, fam. Brush will beat it. Don't go there. Don't go there.
It could be like the San Siro, where Inter and AC were playing in the same stadium for years.
The time. Yeah, but then you see a lot of our fans. Oh, I don't want us to destroy Old Trafford, brother. BA clubs replace their stadiums.
Yeah, I mean, look at the
Big
iconics.
clubs too, bro. Real Madrid are
The
doing over their stadium.
yeah. I mean, Everton,
Juventus did over
they're
their
building a
stadium,
new
bro.
stadium. Yeah, well, there you go, innit? In the Premier League, Everton, they're close to completing their new stadium. West Ham, they moved into the Olympic ground,
I know it's
the
just
iconic
Spurs, but Spurs did
Bull
theirs as
Inn.
well.
Yeah, exactly. White Hart Lane. That's
Arsenal.
They moved on from Highbury in the early 2000s and to the Emirates for the better or worse, depending on which fans you speak to. But I think that's just the direction the game is going in. Uh, you you know, the game is
People just want to
growing.
hold on to. So, I mean, I understand history and all that, but brother, sometimes you just need there's a light push in that other direction. You get just a light something.
Yeah, well, we'll see when the time comes. In it, we will see when the time comes. Cause I still think we're even far away from that. Because remember, all of them. You go back to when the Super League happened, right? And
Which is coming
then
back.
it collapsed, and then the Glazers, or I don't remember who it was. It might have been Joe who came out and put out the statement regarding promises to invest in Old Trafford and stuff like that. And now we're over here we're in a scenario where the club could be sold because number one, Manchester United are in a financial mess, and the Glazers probably don't want to inject much more money into the club than they have over the summer. They don't want to put money into Manchester United. They want to take money out of the club, and that has led
Let's
us
be
into
honest.
the
Do they ever
situation
put
we are.
money in though?
I don't know. I don't know. I heard that they did for the signings, to
Yeah,
suffice
but
for the signings of
is
Anthony
it
and Cat.
their money or is it the club money they
Well,
put back?
yeah, yeah, I
Because I
hear
don't
you.
think these man ever spend a cent out of their pocket, bro.
That is a good point. That is a good
Like
point.
for example, Abramovich. Abramovich, bruv. You might want money. Hold this, man. You want money? Hold that too. The city owners. You want money? Yeah, hold that.
Yeah,
I'm not saying that how we should be like that. We just get money when we need it, but at the same time, bro, that's your club. That's your business. That's something you own. So you should take pleasure in making sure it run properly. These man don't care, bro.
yeah. I think the most important thing for me, even beyond finances, is the way the club has to be structured going forwards once a sale, or hopefully when a sale happens. So, what are you going to do in order to, organize the club and put certain things in place in order to, build Manchester United or rebuild Manchester United? There's so many things like bringing in a director of football, technical directors who we do have right now. You look at John Murto and those guys, and kind of evaluate if they're doing a sufficient job in order to make Manchester United a success. You need people working above Eric Ten Hag that are going to make his job easier so that they can go back and forth and cooperate with each other when they need to. And I still feel like Manchester United is a club with transfers that don't operate correctly. Whenever we're going in for a player, it's always in the news, and there's always some false
Hustling and some
interest, and
nonsense.
yeah, and then that just brings up the price. Whereas you see clubs like Liverpool, we've been in for Cody Gakpo for ages. They come in, fail, and swoop in and take him away from us. Even
Let, let,
and then
let's be honest, yeah. It's like you play FM. You know we have scouts and that, right?
mm,
So it's like other clubs use us for scouts, bro. We go in there, we check out the situation, see how much they're worth, what they could do, and then we come out, we tell the news to the public, and the other clubs come and say, "Oh, thank you, just go in and pay the money, bro." While we still looking at, oh, I wonder if he could play here.
yeah, that that is the current state of affairs, and that's why we can't forget where we are as a club. Because as much as and like what Reader said at the start, right? We could be wrong in it. We could be in a title race
I'd love to be
come the
wrong.
end of the
I'd love
season,
to be wrong.
but I just don't think we're in the position to sustain the kind of form that is needed to be in a title race in this modern era of the Premier League, where you need near perfection in order to be and stay at the top. That's going to be the test for Arsenal, because in January now you have a couple of injuries you need to add to the depth of your squad in order to stay at the top. Manchester City are coming and they're chasing them every single week. Of course, there will be slip ups here and there, but that is the biggest test for them in regards to, can you stay there now?
Okay, let me ask this, and chat that you can get involved in this, yeah. What you think we need? All right, let's just go along with the narrative, right? They say we'll be in a title race. What do you think we lacking right now to commit for the rest of the season to be in this title race? What we lacking? What
I
position
think
we need?
I think the most important positions that I can look at off the top of my head, definitely a striker,
Mm-hmm.
because Anthony Martial is not reliable. We lost Ronaldo before the new year, and Marcus Rashford isn't a long-term fix up front. Preferably, I want him on the left side doing his damage there, and then nobody else really, unless you bring up one of the younger players who won't be ready for that kind of pressure. We also need a replacement for Christian Eriksen, a rotational option for Christian Eriksen, because we
Mm-hmm.
can't rely on him. He is a short-term fix if you look beyond this season, and
Yeah.
he can't play a lot of the games going forwards. I think a right back is still there. Aaron Wan-Bissaka still question marks whether Eric Ten Hag wants to keep him, despite him being able to provide good performances here and there since coming in for Diogo Dalot since the injury. So it's going to be interesting what happens there in January. But I think those are the three most important positions. I would love a backup centre back, but I don't think it's integral right now because we do have options. It just matters on whether they play well or not. But yeah, I would say striker, midfielder to rotate with Christian Eriksen and right back.
See what you just said there? I agree. All of that. But you see how King said two in the middle? I'm more with the two in the middle. Just because, all right. I know at the start of the season, McTominay was doing decent than that, right? But get this, yeah? If Casemiro gets injured, what we have?
Fred.
So you see why the two in the middle now. You see, because one for Ericsson and one for if he get it's not looking good.
Yeah, that's true.
And then up front we have Mr. Sick Note. Brother, how is this title race going, bro? How am I missing something, bro? I understand the points. You know what? Go on, Sam. Let me bring the table up. I'll bring the table up. Go on.
Yeah, but he's 100% correct. Depth is the most important thing when it comes to winning football games. If you don't have depth and then you sustain injuries, which we have, Delo's been injured since the World Cup. Anthony Martial's been injured multiple times this season. Marcus Rashford, even though he's been fit and playing well, there are chances he can get injured. Christian Eriksen, Casemiro, Rafael Varane has been injured, and it's been well documented about his injury troubles over the course of his career. Luke Shaw has had injuries here and there. There are a lot of players that can be affected by fatigue and other things, and freak accidents do happen.
So
I hope it doesn't, but things happen.
I understand these men seeing the points here so close. We on 35 points, Arsenal on 44 points, City on 39, right? So for this title race to happen, we need to beat City and we need to beat Arsenal again. We need to hope City beat Arsenal. Brother, you see how much hopes we need to hope happen here for this title race to race, fam.
But then after those two games, how much Premier League football is to play? Still so much.
With the team we have, and we're not getting the additions to it, and then we still have to. Besides these results, what we're hoping on here, we still have to hope these two men still drop points, bro.
Mm-hmm.
I know it's a long season still to go, and they could drop points, but we still like to hope they drop mad points for this to even happen. Look, our next game is City. Arsenal have Spurs. Most likely they're going to batter Spurs, fam. You see what Spurs are offering? Newcastle have Fulham. Fulham about to get touched.
So it's and that's why I loved what Eric Ten Hag said in the press conference, where in regards to him not really focusing on wanting to win a trophy or being in a title race, because right now it's not important. We're not even halfway through the season. There's no reason to be thinking about winning a title, which in my opinion I don't think we're ready for, or winning a trophy. Of course we can think about winning a trophy as fans, but when you're in the moment as a manager, as players, you need to go game by game. We always say it, game by game, in order to understand what you need to do to win that specific game. You can't look at things and then say, oh, we need to do this to win the title.
This right here. Absolutely true.
Hey, big up Paxton as well.
Yeah, big up Paxton. I'll show you something what's true here. Look at this, yeah. Look, where's the goal difference? Brother, Arsenal 26, City 29, Newcastle 21. Way down here with 7. Liverpool and Spurs have more goals than us, and Spurs barely scores goals. We have 7. Tell me what's going on, bro. What title race, fam? When? How?
I just think, and
Brighton have 7 as well. What the hell, man?
Yeah, I said this before. With this Manchester United, what I've experienced in the Man United fan base, and I've been on both sides of it over the past several years, where you it's like you're 2 victories from being back, but you're also 2 bad results from being the worst run club again, and you're down in the mud, you're down in the dumps. This is the worst season of all time, and we need to keep that in our minds and then adapt with that, because we can't keep on going in a vicious cycle where 1 minute we're back and then the next minute we're a horrible team, get these players out, bun these players and all them, because it's gonna drive you crazy.
And that is so true, see. And if you pay attention to where we at right now, brother, we're right in the middle there. If we play shit for 1 game or 2 game, we back down there in the shit streak. If we do good again, we in the so-called title race. Bro, there's no medium with us, bro. It's just we have to just be doing well. And if we do well, we have people saying that we're in a title race. I'm not saying, everyone have their opinions, bro. I'm not saying do not expect the best of your team and support your team the way you want to, bro. But if you think you're in a title race, all well and good for that, bro. You do you go on, fam. But I personally can't see how this is happening, fam. Not from where I'm sitting. Okay, let's just say we beat City. All right. So we on what? We on 38 points. We 1 point behind them. They still need to play Arsenal. So when is this race coming? Who is more likely to drop more points, City or us? City is the oldest team in the league, bro, that just goes on these mad 20 games runs. Obviously, Touche this season, they ain't really doing. They're not playing to their best.
But remember, they always turn it up in the latter stages of the second half of the season. They're still in and about. So that's why for me, we got Everton game today. Let's look at that one, see how we can get past Everton. Next game, Charlton. Let's see what we can do there. Next game, City. Let's see what we can. I'm not thinking about game 30 odd. Nah, because we're nowhere near that at the moment. And as Paxton here saying, if Sancho comes back and performs for a few weeks, then doesn't see what people say. Everything about our fan base is reactionary. We have to be better. Exactly, Paxton. That is the most important thing that we have to reiterate as Manchester United. And I don't even think it's just Manchester United fans, but it's football fans in general. And this Jadon Sancho is a situation is a perfect example of that. I think at times we can get too attracted to the price tag of players and how much they cost and how much money they're earning, and not realize that these guys are human beings at the same time. And in the end of the day, Jadon Sancho is a situation where even now he isn't mentally and physically ready to compete in the Premier League, to compete in that Manchester United first team. And it is good news that he's been able to come back, and he's still doing individual training somewhat, but he's getting closer to a return. But you have to remember to not fall into that same trap. I read an article. I don't remember who it was by, otherwise I'd credit him because it was over on Twitter. But I read an article and it was about the Jadon Sancho situation and how Manchester United fans need to understand that what they're doing and the words that they say act as a detriment to the players. Because whether you want to believe it or not, the players read what people are saying online. They may say, I don't pay attention to social media and all that, but they pay attention. That's why they have social media accounts, not just to tweet.
Think about their family. Their family is going to be seeing this and be like, yo.
Exactly. So, as fans, our number one roles are to support the team, to support the individuals that act within the team, as long as they give us a reason to do so. And, as of recent, this season, even though there have been tough moments. Erik ten Hag, the players, they've shown a desire to want to improve week in, week out. So we can't do anything else but support that. Of course, there's the ownership situation going on around that, but I think as fans, we need to, and it's not all fans. There are some fans who go over the line on social media, and I think this message is for those ones who decide to constantly go over the line and say certain things about players and create certain narratives and agendas that have no place being anywhere.
I can't lie. I'm guilty of saying certain things, but in terms of being on a player's neck all the time, nah, that ain't me. If I just don't like the way you play, I'll say it, but I don't like the way you play. But to be on their necks every single time, nah, I can't do that, bro. But if I don't like the way you play, I'll say it. When I'm wrong, I'm wrong, fam. I'll say I don't like the way you play, bro. Like Maguire, I don't like the way he's just passive as a centre back. I need to be a little more aggressive. He's just passive. I don't like that. Anthony just wants to cut in every time. I don't like that. I don't think that's me personally. I don't think that's harsh. I think it's just criticism.
Nah. Yeah, well, Yeah,
I don't even think it's harsh or negative criticism. I think it's more or less our opinion.
yeah. I think it's as long as the like you can be constructive about it. So you know, I know you have an opinion. For example, bringing Anthony back into it, you have an opinion on what you think Anthony needs to do in order to improve. Now, neither of us are professional
Right,
coaches or
true.
trainers or anything like that, and I'm sure Eric Ten Hag will, and his coaching staff will probably have an idea even now on how what he wants the individuals to do, what he wants everybody to do as a collective. But as long as we have these platforms, I think it's good to be able to show our understanding and our
Hmm.
perspective of the game and what we see from it.
Yeah, I think so. I think so. It's not like we out here just bashing these players and I ain't got energy to be doing this, bro. That's bashing these players, bro. Bro, I've seen years and years of bullshit with United, fam. I don't need to be bashing these man every single day, bro. I come on, I
Yeah,
watch a game. Either we win or we lose, bro. At the end of the day, no matter what happens, I'm a Manchester United fan, bro. I don't care. I ain't
yeah,
gonna, there's some fans of us like, oh, this, that, the other, and then when shit don't go the way, they flip and they say something. That ain't me, bro. I stick to what I say, bro. I mean what I say and I say what I mean, fam. That's just me. That's just me. And I agree with what
that's
Paxton said. That's bro. If we could get that, that's good, bro. That's a plus. That's a plus.
yeah,
Doing that, but we
exactly.
falling behind. Yeah.
He says what there are 5, 6 big teams this season getting top four is good. We get new owners, fantastic. Then we build our squad after a couple years. Then we can think about trophies like the Prem. But for now,
Exactly.
it's about focusing on the little things, the day in day out operations, how we can improve. Those are the things I'm looking at because you can be in scenarios where all of a sudden there's a you get sucked into a title race, but then like we said before, what happens after that? I'm happy actually speaking about the weaknesses of our side right now because those are the things that we're trying to iron out.
Mm-hmm.
And we have to remember that day in, day out. It's not about the trophies at this moment of time. It's about rebuilding the club and being a good team first and foremost. Because once you are a good team, then you can consistently compete for those trophies and rise your expectations every year.
People, be sure to like the video and make sure to hit the CM name right in the description. Then go over there to drop a sub there. The United Twins latest video is out yesterday. Make sure to drop a like on that there. And all this support Cappy. The other guy we don't know him, fam. Support Cappy over there. Just saying, people. I'm just saying.
Put
We
some
don't know this
respect on
guy,
my
fam.
name, man. I make everything happen. If it
And I know
wasn't for me, wouldn't know Cappy, fam.
yeah,
I keep
we
him in the dungeon.
no, we don't know you, bro. We know Cappy, fam. We don't know you. Never heard of you. Yeah,
But
but
bro,
anyone, yeah, go on.
go on. Then.
Anyone want jump in and have a little say still, man, feel free, yeah. Free to come on and have your say what y'all want to say.
Yes,
You know,
sir.
this ain't no dictatorship. We open to hear what people have to say and that.
I was gonna ask you about the situation. So Manchester United today confirmed signing Jack Butler on loan from Crystal Palace. He's gonna be David De Gea's number two. And I have my opinion on it after seeing
Me
the Eric
too.
Ten Hag press conference and stuff like that. So I'm gonna ask you, what do you think about it?
Before I get into this, yeah. So is Tom Heaton invisible or something, bro? What go on, fam?
Mm,
Bro,
yeah,
this yo, what go on for Tom Heaton, fam? Yeah, Tom Heaton is some type of side man. Man like Jack Butland, the FIFA legend, yeah? Everyone in
mm,
FIFA know about Jack Butland, fam. You put that guy in your team, yo, he's doing a madness. But I don't know, fam. Yeah, Paxton is right though. Man's doing the new grant. Just sitting there getting
mm.
paid and chilling, fam. He's out there putting out cones, doing coaches badges and all this type of stuff, bro.
Hey, man's doing
Man's moving mad,
interviews.
bro. I'm telling
Nah,
MySpace told me, man, bro, man ain't getting to touch the pitch. He don't know what color the grass is. All he does is just chill, fam. He's like, yeah, give me a call. Yeah? I'm right out the team. Yeah, I get your autographs. That's what he's doing, fam. He's the guy.
man.
He's the
You,
plug.
you know what the thing is? It's clear that Ten Hag doesn't see Tommy Eaton as a good enough number 2. So you brought in Dubravka, he got
Oh
recalled, and
my
now you bring
god,
in
fam.
Jack Button. And can I say Dubravka, in my opinion, it wasn't a great spell for him when he had the opportunity
He
to
played how
play.
much games was? He played
But
one game, right?
was it 1 or 2?
I
I
think
think it was
it's
2.
2. But the one against Burnley, oh my
Uh,
god, fam. Every time
yeah,
that guy touched the ball, I thought he was gonna concede, fam.
yeah.
Every time.
It wasn't nice. It wasn't nice. But yeah, Ten Hag in his press conference, and he said something interesting. He spoke about last season at Ajax. There was a situation where he had 3 goalkeepers injured, and even though those are rare scenarios for goalkeepers, in the grand scheme of things, you still want to be prepared, and that's another situation. What we're seeing with Ten Hag, just if you fail to prepare, you prepare to fail. Shout out to Mumsy in it, because that was the quote of the year when I was a younger youth. So
See,
yeah,
let's be honest here. See,
mm,
I like Ten Hag, but Ten Hag is a smart man with words, brother.
yeah, for
Fail to
sure. For
prepare
sure.
in that position. Are you seeing the right back and striker situation? What on, fam?
Of
What on,
course,
fam?
of course, we have to make moves there, but we'll have to see what happens in January. It's a sticky one still when it comes to the outfielders, but you got the goalkeepers covered, I guess, eh?
Oh, hey, that's what you're doing there. You're doing the Ten Hag, eh? Eh?
Yeah.
Now his interviews are funny, fam. I'm like, wait, what is this guy talking about, fam? I was like, we played good, eh? I was like, what? Man, like 10, 10, fam. Too big of a club. The
Right.
pressure for the Brav guy, yeah? But was he even I mean, he's going back to Newcastle. He would not get nowhere near that first team goalkeeper with Pope there. He ain't getting
Yeah,
nowhere
and
near that, fam.
With Nick Pope in there now, he's going back to be Newcastle's number 2 as well. So,
Bro, he shit. He don't know what football gonna look like, or he ain't getting to touch that pitch.
but yeah, it was a unfortunate still, because the thing is, David De Gea was always going to be the guy that's playing as long as he's in good form. And goalkeeper is a position where you don't really need to change them that much, because you don't want to take them out of game rhythm.
For the Lord. Oh wow, is that so?
Arsenal will probably get Felix before you eventually tried and offer 10 mil for the loan deal.
Wow.
Ah,
Let me ask you
what?
this, yeah. I know.
Yeah.
We doing. We obviously we're doing United thing, but we football fans first. Do you? Is it worth spending the amount of money that you have to spend on João Felix for a loan for Arsenal to win their first Premier League in a long time? For me,
So,
it's easy. I spend that money, fam. These money win the Prem in years. So to spend that money just to win the Prem, how much? What in total? It might be like what, about like 18 or 16 million for João Felix for the loan for the rest of the season to win the Prem.
I
Something we did
think,
in time. Brother, take the money, fam. If he could contribute to us
yeah,
winning the Prem, take the money, fam. But for me,
yeah.
knowing that we ain't going to win it, no, big man, you could keep that.
Yeah, I think he said something important there, where if he can contribute, if they feel like he can contribute at a high level from the very beginning, then that's a sound investment. If it's not, then you might as well go for someone else, where like they're rumored to be getting Mudryk, for example, Arsenal. And the director was in Chelsea for the Man City game the other day.
Yeah,
So
David
he was
Sena,
having talks with them. Yeah,
good right back in his days.
So yeah, it's all about considering what's right for you at this moment of time. Right now, if I look at João Felix and the money you have to spend, then I don't want to. You could look at it one or two ways. You could say, okay, well, he's a player you have to take a risk on, and it's a loan deal. So if it's not guaranteed to buy at the end of the deal, then if it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out. And of course, it's lost money, but it is what it is. Or you
Today,
could
yeah.
say, well, João Felix, this is a guy that we understand and know that if we plug him in, he'll have the versatility to play across the front line. And, if he does play well, then we can buy him and he can be a staple for us going forward, because he's still very young and he still has room to develop. So there's a lot of thought that should go into investments like these, especially in January.
Yeah, I say they go for it though. Obviously, I personally don't want Arsenal to win no damn league, but I say they go for it though. Spend their money, fam. Spend the peas. Spend that money. Look. Nick's is saying it. Yeah. Spend the peas, fam. Bro, this is like, let's be honest, this is like their best opportunity and chance to win the league in time. In time, bro. They started off well and they're sticking to it and they're continuing. Spend the peas, fam.
The last time they were legitimate title contenders was when Cesc Fabregas and Robbie Van Persie was there.
Wasn't that when
That,
they
that, that,
when
that.
they, with Leicester when Leicester won the league?
Nah.
Because
I'm
they
not
and
even
Spurs, I
thinking that.
think they and Spurs was there to catch Leicester and they both bottled it.
It might have been, well, yeah, that might have been a season. I was thinking further back than that, like before the 2010s,
And they
when
both
there
bottled
was,
it.
yeah. I remember that season. I remember Spurs were in a great position to win the league that year, and then Chelsea
Yeah, they
ended
bottled
their
it,
hopes
yeah.
altogether. Eden Hazard scored that goal against Spurs, and that killed their title hopes altogether.
Yeah, bro,
And,
it'd be like that.
but I didn't even remember 2015. I just remember Spurs being in it. But yeah, man, it's it's an interesting one, isn't it?
And well, we might as well do a little something for that Everton game in a bit. What you man saying there? Last I was there actually watching you man and Norwich last night, so I was like, when you deep it here, what do Spurs have and Everton have to offer, fam? These men are physical,
Mm-hmm.
and they're gonna just like lump it to Calvert Lewin and hope they get players to run off of him, bro.
Yeah,
That's gonna be the thing because let's be honest, the guy is good in the air. Well, he's not really that good in the air, but he's a physical presence.
mm-hmm.
But he gets injured a lot, so hopefully we can rough him up.
Yeah, well, Everton are an interesting side, right? Because you look at them and their form this season or as of recently, and you say, well, they're not in great form. They're struggling in the league. They haven't been able to win in their last five, and they're in a relegation race. But they have dangerous players in many positions. So you look at Onana, Alex Iwobi, Doucouré. They have Idrissa Gueye who can go into the midfield. And those guys at their best, they've got a physical, dynamic midfield that can compete with a lot of teams if they're on their game and their front line. Dominic Calvert-Lewin, even though he's been a bit inconsistent with injuries, Damari Gray, who Paxton's bringing up, he's probably their most dangerous goal threat at this moment of time. And then you got either Anthony Gordon, Dwight McNeil, and Cole who can play on the other side of the wing. So I
So
think Manchester United,
Great plays on their left side, yeah? He
yeah, I
plays on their
believe so,
left,
will
so
be on
that's
the
like
left.
Wamba-Saka or Dallo, yeah.
But yeah, they have to be wary of Everton in the end of the day because even though they are in bad form, it's a cup competition. They're coming to Old Trafford, and a lot of teams understand, especially in Everton's position, how much a win in these type of games can really get the troops back going again and turn the season around. They had that 1-1 draw against Manchester City a couple games ago before they got smoked against Brighton 4-1, but they showed in that game that they're able to frustrate opponents. And even though Manchester City haven't been playing at their best, that means that they can do something against us as well, uh, given the game and the occasion.
See, let's be honest, yeah. You think these men going to put up a resistance against us today? These men won 3 games all season, right?
You, you
They
can't.
18th. No, I'm not
And
saying that they're going
mm,
to just come and turn over. What I'm saying is,
yeah,
you don't think that they might just more or less be focused on trying to stay in the league because it's looking grim.
you could definitely say that, but at the same, but also teams are, especially teams of any magnitude, but in the position that Everton are, they understand how single games in the moment can change their whole campaign. And I think being in the FA Cup third round, having the opportunity to get a win against the informed Manchester United side, that could really give them a bit more hope, and going on a cup run as well. That is something that every team wants to go on. So of course you'd be worried about the Premier League position and where they are. And Paxton brings up something brilliant there. Wigan won the FA Cup and got relegated in the same season. So
Yeah,
it's
I know that, but remember Everton. How isn't Everton the oldest team that never really went down, or I think it's the oldest team that stayed in the Premier League the longest.
well,
So they might. I
yeah.
don't think they would want to jeopardize stuff like that. They might try to, we need to stay up at all costs, fam. Bun that.
I don't think they're
I mean,
gonna
that's
just say
that's
ban the
our
FA Cup.
opinion, though.
Yeah, I don't think they would say, they would sacrifice the position in the FA Cup as well.
True. It's a little more peas they could get, but it's not looking good for them, bro. Even West Ham, what the hell?
Yeah, I mean, West Ham have been struggling under David Moyes this season.
Southampton, bro.
A lack of a goal threat and just not being able to get it done on their end.
My guy Hasenhutel,
Southampton, yeah, they sacked Hassan Hutel. They brought in the guy from Luton. I keep on forgetting his name, and yeah, it hasn't been able to turn it around. 3 wins, 3 draws, and 3 wins, 3 draws, and 12 losses. So yeah,
It's not looking good, bro. 3 wins. And they both the whole bottom three have 3 wins. 3 wins. That is, brother. Yeah, but they closed. Look at this. They're 15. West Ham on 15, 16, 17, 17. All right. So the bottom 3 and 13, these men are all basically friends with each other, bro.
so close.
They're
So
basically
close.
friends.
You got Super Nathan Jones.
Yeah, Crystal Palace might need to do their things quick and start moving up the table because, yeah, they could get dragged on. Oh my God, Chelsea in 10th.
Paxton is saying Wolves could pick it up with Lopetegui. I think they've seen some positive signs under him so far, but they need to start scoring goals. That's the most important thing for them, I think. Because defensively, they can be somewhat solid, but they're still not scoring or creating enough opportunities in front of
It's
goal.
fun. It's funny how one person turned these man whole team into this can't score goals, bro. This one injury to Jimenez so much seasons ago, and these man just went from a free flowing team to just stagnant when it comes to scoring goals, bro.
Yeah, I mean, Adama was a big part of that at some point as well. Not so much
Getting
scoring, but
assists, yeah.
creating. Yeah, getting assists. When you look at the guys they have now, Neto, Podence, Guedes, none of those guys have been able to be consistent goal threats. They've got a new signing, Mateus Cunha. They're hoping that he can come in and provide
Bro,
something.
they got Nunes as well, bro. The one that came from
Yeah.
Sporting, yeah. But man, and it's rumored that Liverpool are going to sign him already, bro. So it's like, yo, well, what's going on, fam? You man need to do something, Spurs. Wolves.
Yeah, that the relegation race is gonna be really exciting. As much as exciting as maybe the title race, depending on how many teams are involved. But yeah, man,
I can't lie, yeah. I really don't want Burnley coming back up, but
it looks like they will. It looks like they might at this current
fam,
moment
that
of
means I
time.
have to deal with DJ Mike and more, fam. God,
Hey,
God.
shout out to DJ Mike.
Bro, Mike
Back in the big
messages
time.
me every single day Burnley wins. He's like, hold that. I'm like, brother, leave me alone, fam. I just need you, man, to get relegated and never come back, bro. I'll never see him. I'll never forget there was a season, bro. We played Wolves and Burnley probably 6 times, bro, and never beat these bastards, bro. I can't stand these man, bro. Can't stand them.
So you have your bogey team sometimes, and that's one of them ones, isn't it? Just say Never's too good.
Man,
Is Never's a guy you would
at United
potentially take? Yeah,
of course. You know why? I say he could do the Ericsson thing. He's younger. He's more mobile, and he has a little more variation to his game. He can defend, so it's like a little more. It eases up Casemiro a little more because he could contribute on the both ends. You get what I'm saying? And he could shoot, he could play make, he could pass. He's also a smart player, bro. He don't really get injured that much, so yeah, but not for the price that they want to do. A couple of seasons ago, I think they wanted like 70, 75 million. Not for that. Not for that.
I definitely think that has to go down. I mean, how many years left does he have on his contract? Let me have a look.
Probably too. He went there as a little child, you know.
Mm. Okay, so contract expires in 2024.
Come on, bro. We could do something with that. We could do
Who
something with that.
knows? Let
That's
us
next
know in the
season,
chat
bro.
as well.
Cut price. Cut price. Because well,
Exactly.
look at Tielemans. Tielemans decide, yo, you might want to sell me. All right, cool. I ain't signing shit.
Mm.
I ain't signing shit.
Mm.
I'll just dip at the end of it.
Exactly
I'll
that.
take him.
Did you have a look at Ten Hag's press conference though? Because I believe that was the first press conference that he's had where they could probably ask him questions for a hot minute.
What's going on?
I haven't. But basically, he spoke about the FA Cup and wanting to be in that position. Obviously, he's saying you have to be prepared,
Mm-hmm.
and in not so many games you can achieve a lot, which is important. Because I think every year I kind of have the mindset where when it comes to the cup competitions, those are the ones that you want to be in the long term. I know a lot of people ridicule the Carabao Cup, the FA Cup, but you know they're legitimate title opportunities.
Let's be
And
honest, see. With the length of time we ain't win shit, bro. I'll take the Carabao, the Kokomo,
anything,
the Bora, any cup, bro.
anything, man. I'll take the Worthington's Cup, and I
Bro,
know me.
I take a cup from the kitchen at Carrington, fam. Just give me something, bro.
Fam, hey, listen, any cup, fam, just pick it up and use it. But
Bro, I'm
yeah,
telling you, bro.
exactly. And yeah, going further on the goalkeeper situation with Jack Butland coming in, he kind of said, you know, spoke about the Ajax situation of losing three goalkeepers at a current moment of time, and it's how it's unfair to kind of, if you're in a situation of wanting to win trophies, for example, it's unfair to throw in a young goalkeeper, for example, and put the pressure on him to try and perform. So you do.
Yo, is this vibes, fam? What type of shameless stuff is this, fam?
Hey, like, hey, the Bangkok Century champions. You got a whole PC as a trophy, fam. A whole PC as a trophy. Hey, you know what? Yeah, I wonder if they put that in the club museum.
Get that out of here, fam. Bro, I tell you what, yeah, these man was on the plane flying back, bro. And they tossed that shit out in the ocean, bro. There ain't no way they put never.
We say
Fam,
take a couple
fam,
pics and
fam,
dash it.
you could go to PC specialist and get a better one, fam. But what the hell is that, fam? Nah, bro, but yo, big man, get that.
Hey.
But that should hit some turtle or some great white shark swimming in that. Nah, brand that, fam. We don't want that there.
Hey. Yeah, nah, that's mad. That
Man
is
says
mad.
better than the Audi Cup, you know. You violating, you know.
The Emirates Cup as well, family. Don't come close. Don't compare.
Man went all the way out there, fam, to win some band color cup. Some
Hey,
trophy
man,
out there like a CPU, fam. The man not want that, fam.
as long as it provides the experience of winning, you know what I mean?
You know what's
Winning.
funny, yeah? It don't even have a good graphics card in it, fam. man don't even have an Nvidia, fam. Man have AMD in it, fam. Bun that, fam.
Nah, fam, it's got you know the integrated graphics.
And the CPU, yeah. Man don't even have a proper hard. You know, man have SSD now. These man have the old time hard drive that's spinning.
Yeah, fam. You can hear the thing going boom, boom, boom. Bad noise, fam.
No Wi-Fi. They have dial-up still. Nah, burn that, bro. Burn that trophy, fam. Man, I want that still. Get that out of here.
They got the old school technology running in
dial
that
up.
system. Got a dial in the phone number.
Man, I want that, fam. Get that out of here.
But yeah, you know what was mad about? Because when I was watching part of the press conference, there was a journalist who was probing him on like, where they are in the league and what they could win, or if you want to compete for trophies. And Ten Hag was just like, I don't care about all that right now, because I want to focus on improving the players, making the players better, improving the team, and that is the thing I'm most impressed with, because there's no point for Manchester United fans or to we can dream one day, but there's no point of getting attracted by the allure of winning just because we're in a position we are in January the 6th.
But I think he's right though. If I improve the players now, winning trophies is not far fetched, bro. If I could improve the players
Yeah,
now and then we add to it, winning something becomes easy. That's just
exactly.
my opinion. Yeah, I could be wrong as hell, people, but that's just my opinion. Yeah,
Yeah,
don't hold me
but
against that or anything.
it depends how long that process takes because you gotta
Well,
you gotta improve, maybe get rid of some, bring in some new players, and then you kind of evaluate where you are come the start of a season, at the end, halfway through the season, and then, well, are we contenders now? Maybe, maybe not.
contenders for the war.
For the Bangkok Cup.
Get out of here, fam! Get the hell out of here, fam! Nah. This guy, fam. I really thought he was going. Nah, get out of here, fam. Nah.
Hey, listen, a trophy is a trophy.
Nah. I prefer to take the cup of Carrington, fam. Get out of here, bro. I thought this man's
Hey,
gonna tell me something good, Man said the Bangkok Cup trophy. Nah. Yeah, people, this, yeah. CM got a watch along coming up, Stay United watch along for the Everton game. Make sure y'all go over there on YouTube and that. Make sure y'all go over there. The link is right there. That's it, CM there. You go straight to his channel, subscribe. Make sure you go and support that. I'll be there as well. What I have later on, bro? You have that thing with Roland later on, the basketball thing. Yeah, man work rate is eccentric, fam. He's out there. He's doing his work, fam. I have right after this, I'm doing a light football manager on Twitch. I do a light something on Twitch. People, I started doing this TikTok thing. Crab's on my kids. Do TikTok.
you're on TikTok.
Probably it took me like 2 hours to figure out how to post something on this shit, because I was trying to think like, I see people having the fancy voice things where people say stuff and I was like, oh shit, let me see, bro. I couldn't figure it out, bro. So I just posted something. I was like, yo, fun this. So I just posted one little video, fam. I was like, yeah, I'm getting this damn thing, bro. I ain't know what's going on here.
I'm not gonna lie, bro. I deleted TikTok. I don't plan on going back on that platform ever
I can't
again.
lie, fam. Might have to stay away from that.
It's too much. You know what I realize is when you're on so much social media platforms, eventually your mind just starts to become fatigued. For me, I was like, all right, I'm staying on Twitter. On Instagram, it's a minimal thing where I just have my private account nowadays. And then TikTok is like, I can't do that no more because it's literally consuming you. You're watching short form content, but by the end, you spent half an hour, 45 minutes on the platform watching videos, and then once you're done with it, it's to no substance. Like you.
See, the difference with me is, the difference with me and these things is, my attention span when it comes to social media is just not there, fam. I can't do it, bro. I just can't do it. Like you streaming, I can watch that. But to just be on social media, I can't do that, fam. My mind just won't allow me to do that, bro. I can't do it, bro. Bro, I made the video, put it up there, got off of it, and then I was like, what the hell is TikTok really, fam? So I went back and I was like, what is all this shit? Like, I don't know what this is. Get off of this shit, man.
If you watch TikTok for a certain amount of time, I'm not sure if you like some of the things you be seeing these days.
Bro, y'all know where I stand, fam. I get pissed off with shit, bro. So I was looking at it, I'm like, what is this, fam? I'm like, bro, they asked me what I want to see. I want to see football, and I want to see Football Manager. I'm like, bro, why the hell are you showing me food and bloody dogs? And I'm like, what is this, fam? Get this shit off of here. So I just have to turn that shit off, man. Anyway, people, yo, make sure y'all come check me over there on Twitch, bro. Man's about to go live in a little bit still. And as soon as I'm finished with that day, so I'll be finished before the United game. Make sure you go over there and jump onto YouTube and CM. That guy over there, that guy there, fam. Make sure you go over there and follow him. You get what I'm saying, yeah, people? Love and appreciate you, man, there. This is a new year. Hopefully, man, have the best summer. Yeah. Summer request. Always. Make sure you man have a
Hey.
the best year y'all could have, bro. Yo, it's a new year. We trying to take over people. We trying to do something different here. Me and my guys, see, we trying to do things different. We trying to win out here in these streets. I tell you,
Treacherous
sometimes,
streets.
sometimes, don't let me say what I want to say, people. Sometimes the people that's supposed to, you know what, let me just leave that there. So, yeah. We gone, people. We gone. Catch you on the next one. Be sure to tell somebody you love them, yeah? You get me, yeah? We out.